A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19, go Reed, go! Check! Go!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good for a gain of 5. Knocked down by Fred Warner.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Hold it ready.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Hurt.
Back to the well again. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready? Panther 60. Ready?
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw here. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains. Gotta move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here we go, check. Like trap 60. Ready?
Pass play on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Ready? Dragon 60, 18 Cardinal, 18, Cup 19. 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Ready, ready.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Third and long for him here. Niners close it in, and down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready.
49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Another carry for him. Caught behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on third and 11. Here he goes, third and long. That one complete to Pitts. Big man showing up the yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers won up the opposing field goal, and they start with 7 on their opening drive.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10.
Here we go. Mustang 19, Cougar 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, trap 60, trap 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 79 Broncos. Ready?
Now throw to start the drive. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Let go.
They're throwing it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. incomplete.
From the contest.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Fails to find his running back. And that brings up 4th and long.
It's
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. He gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Campbell going in motion left.
Ready?
Now come out throwing. Got a screen to the running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives the 49ers the first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Bronco 80.
Throwing from the gun here. Complete out to the right. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
34-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80.
There's a dive up the middle. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
Well, I call that a table setter. If you're getting that kind of efficient production out of your fullback, well, that just sets the table up for everyone else on this offense to eat.
Third and just 2 to go.
They're not. Viking, 8-6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. We've got the 49ers in front. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready?
Here he is on 3rd and short. Got for big yards on the right side. And He's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. They're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Martinez. Second quarterback run here. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go, set! Cougar 19! Hurt!
He gets it headed right. And he gets in. Touchdown! The 49ers now lead by 10. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up!
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10.
Come on, set! Ready!
Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And good forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's second down now.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5.
Hey! 18 Cardinal, 18. Hey, smash Bronco!
They give it to him again. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a Falcon first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to pass on first and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Here we go. Like it. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
They're going to try and throw it here. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
On the set. Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Viking 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hurt.
They'll try and punch it in. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
On the ready.
So it's going to be second and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment.
On the double.
They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal.
70 Rangers. Panther 60. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force third and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Cougar 19.
From the gun on third down. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4. Oh, they'll try and run it in.
Man, shit.
For an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making a 1-score game before halftime. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19. Ready.
Lone back gets the handoff. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches.
Okay,
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
Cowboy 80. Go.
And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Okay, ready.
Falcons going nickel, 3rd down.
Ready. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Pass play coming here. The left side is caught by Pitts. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And this is the first time he's been called on today. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. We've set it down for him from the 31.
Get it.
Looking on first down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Dragon 60.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Connecting on a slant. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
On the set.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play.
Here we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cougar 19. Warriors 70. Mustang 19.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That's completed right side. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. First down, play action. Taking a shot deep here. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So they sent it to a second set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed.
Here we go, set.
We send a man in motion. They go play action on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. No luck on a look to his back. And now they face second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, it could actually get another 2.
What are you doing? Are you missing shots?
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular.
Oh.
Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Ready, net, up. Ready.
Hand off to the back.
That's some bullshit.
I was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, so they can try for some points going into the break. One last play before the break.
Let's go. Set up.
He tries to sneak it, and he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Yeah, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Come on, 18, Pioneer. Ready,
Looking to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The 49ers find themselves at a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
On the ready.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Get it. 70.
Bless. Bless.
Here's the long back on the handoff.
Like he lost connection.
Tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Ready. Viking 18.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. No run here on 1st down.
Come on, you gotta hold up.
Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now looking to throw. Nice gain left side. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw if you're about to get smacked.
Here we go, here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's got a gain of 6 there. Down by Caleb Ramsell.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
65, Cougar 19, go!
Back-to-back carries here, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On the set.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the red zone now. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ready, set.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Go!
Back now, pressure coming. Short pass brought in. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good.
Funny too, look.
49ers drive their lead to 11.
Mario got lucky in that last game.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here.
You funny. You funny. He said that's the reason why he left, because Intel's not in here.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the jump.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. 65, 70, Timberwolves.
Oh.
From the gun. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
Street. Bronco 80. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Cup.
Rolling from the gun here.
Lucky ass catch. Good catch.
Looks like at the 32-yard
Quiet,
line.
man. Good catch, quiet, man.
17 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Let's go now.
From the gun,
Shit. I was trying to
he's going to
prevent.
get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
On the set.
8 yards to go as they get set on second and goal.
Ready.
They give it to him up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That's twice now the runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play for this offense. It's third and goal.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
The play clock runs out, so this will be a delay. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Well, third down wasn't too bad, but that's not the case anymore. The penalty gives him this 3rd and 9.
70 Timberwolves. Hurt. Let go.
They'll run here following the penalty. He's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Well, the 5-yard run gets him closer. It's 4th and goal from near the end zone.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
They'll leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4.
19-18. 70 Rangers. 19 tight.
They're going to try to throw for it. And we're going to stay at a 2-score game, Brock. That's incomplete on 4th and goal as they turn it over on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ready. Tap to 60. Check. Hurt. Ready.
Right up the gut. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room for
everybody grading out.
Feel comfortable throwing anything in your playbook.
Oh.
Let's go.
Back to the well again.
Still look like he lost connection, or do you think he quit?
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers with the football and a comfortable lead as well. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Tula said, do you need one? Tula Ballaholic said they need a few. He said, come on out if you're coming out, though.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Well, I added that part, Tula.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot.
You funny, Tula. You funny.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
No, he said he need a couple players. No, he need more than one person because a lot of people leaving. But he said if you come on up.
Up a pass here on 3rd down.
Shit.
Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Yeah, my screener.
The 49ers are lined
He
up
got caught up in the animation.
Ryan Wright's the one who sent it
animation.
away. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Give now from
Come
the
on, you can't miss a tackle.
6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Ready. Bronco at 19 Lions. Dragon 60. Ready.
He'll work against the blitz. Fits it through the middle.
I know I should have done that.
Moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's a Falcon 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Tackle 11. Tackle 11.
Yeah, that was a great catch.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats.
I'm playing Indian.
Shotgun snap.
I'm up
throw.
right now.
It is caught left side. And he's going to be hauled down.
Trey.
That sets up 1st and goal.
Falcons 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hurt. Get it. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Who? Oh, I didn't know he was in the party.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
He said he was coming on.
Defense holds him at the 2. Brock, he can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Ready, set.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Go, Reed. Go. Down. Set. Hurt. Ready.
They'll send him up the middle.
Let's make the
And
tackle.
they keep him out of the end zone.
Make the tackle.
Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Fuck, I hit the wrong.
The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Warriors 70.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Falcons 23.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Hits his running back. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sending him on the dive. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock. And that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it. And then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Come on.
He's back to throw. Completed over the middle. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Here we go.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Red 19, shot.
Plowing up the middle. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. 49ers leading by 5. Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 3. Go.
Another carry for it. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Come on. Cowboy, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Here he is to throw. That's on target to Cooper. gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Give him 25 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the 49ers first down.
Gravity Lion.
There's a dive up.
Who y'all talking about?
He will have the
Who can't play
first down
defense?
for the 49ers. And that should do it, Brock. They can take down this win.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he
Who are y'all talking to?
Take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Let's go now.
They give it to
Oh.
him again. That play good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here we go.
Oh, y'all talking to Tula.
Taking it on second down.
Cougar 19. Let go.
They've drawn that point.
Great game, Indian.
Win for the visiting 49ers. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You play for a lot.
Great game, Mr. Telephone Man.
What they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled with these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
Between Punk and who? Tula? Ha ha.